What up, YouTube? It's your man, Vinny Chase. Welcome back to the channel. And coming fresh off of our Greece trip, we got a little bit of the travel hangover blues here. So the only cure for that is to go ahead and book the next trip. This time, we're heading out to Colombia. Let's pack our bags and let's head on out.
Now tuned into the motherfucking greatest.
Vincent Chase. Brand name recognition.
Yesterday's price.
Just hopped off the plane. We here now. We here now. See, the last trip was about the other shit. This time, oh, it's going down. Okay, first thing first. Let's go ahead and catch us a taxi and scoot on over to the hotel. I am staying in El Centro in a boutique hotel called the Agua Marina. Okay, it's got like 4 suites in it, and they're supposed to be pretty dope. Welcome cocktails. Yo, look at this suite. Look at this. This is nuts, man. This is nuts. If I do decide to go shopping later on, I got a lot of space to play with my toys. I mean, like, whoa, this is kind of crazy. But a couple things about this trip. I'm on another group trip with the same company that put together the Greece trip that I was on. Instead of 14 travelers this time, there is only going to be 8 of us, which is totally fine, okay? I am here 2 days early, so I'm gonna try to, find some stuff to get into that is not necessarily on the itinerary, okay? We got 2 cities that we're gonna visit, Cartagena and Medellin. So now that we're all settled into the hotel, let's go ahead and hit the streets for a little bit. We're just walking right now, trying to see what's what. Try to get the lay of the land here. I remember from the vlogs that I was watching that there's a cafe very close to here called Cafe del Mar, Cafe of the Sea, which is famous for people to gather and like watch the sunset. So let's try to walk around and see if we can find out where that is from here. And maybe we can find out where the clock tower is in proximity to the hotel, okay? I didn't know a whole lot about Colombia before I booked this trip, but I've spent the last 60 days kind of researching and getting myself familiar with the history and watching other travel vlogs going down there. I have learned a lot, let me tell you. The first thing I learned is that I want to dress down when I go there. I don't want to wear a bunch of logos, like designer logos or even like Nike logos, you know what I mean? I don't want to wear any jewelry, maybe not even an Apple Watch or whatever, Number 2 is that they do a lot of snatch and grab cell phone thefts. So I got a dummy phone that I'm gonna take with me just in case my phone gets snatched, because I damn sure don't wanna be out there without a phone. That would be really crippling for my trip. And the third thing, and possibly the most important thing, is the scopolamine. So apparently there's some drug down there that girls can rub on you or blow in your face or spike your drink, and you become incoherent and compliant, apparently enough to give up all your stuff and be robbed, So that's something we definitely want to look out for. This ain't no passport bro type of bullshit, but we definitely gonna see some chicks when we get down there. You understand what I'm saying? So let's keep that in the back of our mind at all times. All right, so now we are on our way to the famous Cafe del Mar. So as I'm walking up towards the cafe here, they got all kinds of people selling trinkets and souvenirs and all kinds of stuff. I stopped and I bought a bracelet, Eventually I made it up to the women in the colorful dresses with the baskets on their head. They're actually called palenques. So I took some pictures with them, and the little dude that helped me take the pictures, he was actually selling cigars and all kinds of little things. So I bought some stuff from him. One thing for certain, we are not in Kansas no more, Toto. As I'm taking a selfie with him, there's a gust of wind that just takes my hat and blows my hat right off my head all the way back to ground level. And I turn around and I look over the edge there, and before I could even really register what had just happened or come up with something on how I'm gonna go all the way back around to get my hat, little dude just shoved his case in my chest and took off running down there to go get it. I didn't ask him, he didn't think about it, no nothing. There was no conversation, no nothing. When he came back up, I hooked him up with a couple pesos or whatever. We continued to kick it, the sun went down. I went inside the restaurant and I actually had dinner. I asked him if he wanted to eat. He said he didn't want anything to eat, but he asked me if I would buy his family some food. I was like, all right, cool, no problem. So as we're sitting there, we listening to the jazz and I'm wrapping up, we have a couple shots or whatever. He walks me around like the city, and he shows me where the clock tower is, and he's pointing out some rooftop bars for me to go to and whatever, man. So then he walks back and he just wants me to get him some Qdoba. It was like a Colombian version of Qdoba. So I bought him a couple taco salads and he went on about his way, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to find out how to get into the rooftop bar that he pointed out to me, right? And I'm talking to the bouncers downstairs or whatever, and we're not really communicating too well. And there's this girl that walks out with this long ponytail and this pink dress and these heels. I don't know where she came from, but like she came out of nowhere and she just asked if she could help. And hell yeah, you can help. Yes, you can. She don't speak very good English, but she was well enough where she could communicate with me on communicating with them. And she knew where I was trying to go when I was telling her. So she just kind of walked me inside on upstairs, And when we get up there, I'm just like, you know what, you want to stay and have a drink? And she said, yeah, I'll have a drink. I was supposed to be on a date, but I'll have a drink because apparently he ain't coming. So that already kind of told me something was up, but fuck it. We here. Let's go ahead and have a drink, dog. Let's light my cigar and let's just kind of kick it, So she sat with me. We kind of kicked a little bit or whatever. And next thing I know, man, all those safety precautions that I watched in like the videos beforehand about, covering your drink and not messing with none of the girls off the street and hopping into taxis and all that kind of shit was just gone out the window. It was just gone. It was over, dog. It was over. Okay. Next thing I know, me and her in this taxi going to God knows where to go salsa dancing. Okay. And we roll up on this spot. It's called Havana. It's actually a really nice place. It ain't cheap either. Don't get it twisted. So she took me to a nice spot. And we went in there. They got live salsa bands, and it's packed with people. So we got us a little table in the corner, and we just kind of vibed out, man. We danced, we drank, we sang, all kinds of stuff, and we just had a really good time, And I can kind of let you fill in the blanks on the rest of it. Use your imagination, but I'm just gonna finish this out here with her, and I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace.
Yeah.